as you all know, like sharing my personal life and sharing my life period is something that I don't really do. So, I'm stepping out of the box and really honing in on putting myself out there more, being more open and more transparent so that, you know, I could be more understood to where people can relate to me, because I know that I'm not the only one who's going through some things. So let's talk about it. Okay. All right. So growing up, right? I grew up in a two-parent household. However, those parents were not my parents. Now, mind you, I have a relationship with both of my parents, and I care about them, and I care about their well-being, and I check on them periodically, make sure that they're good, you know what I'm saying? But they were not the ones who fully raised me, you know. So let me bring it back, right? So when I was younger, I would go to my grandparents' house, you know, and I would be there majority of the time. My mom, she worked a lot, and because she worked a lot, I barely saw her growing up because she was providing, so when she wasn't home, I was with my grandparents. And don't get me wrong, my mom has been in my life all of my life. you know she's been around, she's helped me, she's taught me things of that nature. But as far as having like a stable place to stay, that's where my grandparents came in. Okay, so what had happened was, right, when I got to be around 11, I decided that I wanted more stability because, for one, my mom is a military mother, okay? And for those who know what it's like to have family in the military, you move around a lot. All right, so I moved around a lot as a child, but like I said, we always went back to grandparents' house, okay? And for those who don't know, my grandparents were Mima and Bebop, okay? So we always went to Mima and Bebop's. All right, so no matter where we moved, that was always the base, right? So I moved around a lot, went to 3 elementary schools, went to 3 high schools, you know what I'm saying? Because of all the moving. Middle school was pretty much the only time I was actually in one place. Um, and so during my middle school years, I decided that I wanted to be in a stable environment where I didn't have to move back and forth, up and down, left and right. And so I moved in with my grandparents. And from there, I stayed with them. Now, when it came to schooling and things of that nature, I stayed with my mom, and my stepfather. And so I was with them. You know what I'm saying? But then I would always go back to Mimas and Bebops, okay? And so, like I said, there has always been that dynamic of a two-parent household, whether